Okay guys, so today this is going to be a vlog. This is going to be um, my son's status vlog. Of course, for all of you guys who's been watching my videos, that have been following my videos, you are aware of the conditions of my son Jacob, who developed pneumonia because of the mold in here, and who developed asthma because of the mold in here. Now, I showed you guys videos of mold in my kitchen cupboard, my kitchen cabinets under the sink. That mold is still there. Today is July the 21st. Jacob had to go to the doctor. He went to the doctor. He came home. The doctor recommended he continue taking his asthma medicine, to my understanding. So, he took his medicine, and he was supposed to go to summer school. He wasn't able to get to summer school because he was at the doctor's. So he went, after he went to the doctor's, he went straight away to summer. He went to summer camp. Came home from summer camp, and he was in the park across the street from our home, and he was playing basketball. He became very dizzy. He became lightheaded. He said everything started to spin. Now, I was sitting at a distance watching Jacob as he was playing basketball, and I noticed that he bent over twice. You know how you like bend over and put your hands on your knees? He bent over twice. At one point, he bent over to a point where he let his ball just roll off. He got up, ran and got his ball, and came back, started playing basketball again. And then I took a seat, and then I noticed again from the distance, he just sat on the floor. I walked over to him, and he was crying. He was crying really hard. And he said, "Mommy, I'm dizzy." He said, "Everything is blurry. I can't make shots. I can't play the way I used to play. I can't play the way I want to play." Brought him inside. Gave him something cold to drink. I put some water on his face and on his head, and I laid him down next to me. This is Jacob laying down. Yeah. So he's laying down. He's laying down and he's resting. Jacob's passion is playing basketball. And ever since he started getting sick because of the conditions of this building. This is a property owned by New York City Housing Authority. And I can't tell you how many times I've asked New York City Housing Authority and their contractors and their maintenance people or whatever to address issues in my apartment. Now, for the most part, asking was clearly not enough. If any of you have been following me, solely asking, was clearly not enough. I had to take legal action, not once but twice. Now, in terms of my status, my rent is advance paid. My rent is paid in advance. Okay, and it's been like that for quite some time, a couple of years. For me to have to take New York City Housing Authority to court and my rent being advance paid, for me to have to sit and watch my child at the age of 3 months contract a stomach virus, unaware that my apartment has mold, asbestos, mildew, unaware, assuming that it's his milk that was causing him to become sick, assuming that it was my breast milk that I was giving him to make him become sick, only to find out later in the game that his sickness, as well as my oldest son's stomach virus and skin condition, came from asbestos and mold around the windows and on the roof. If that wasn't enough, here they come again with this asbestos around the windows, as you saw in my videos. If that wasn't adding wood to the fire, showing me 1-2 apartments with black mold hanging over our head, black splats on the wall, like someone took molasses and just sprayed it. If that wasn't a slap in the face, walking 2 blocks from where I reside to see newly constructed developments owned by New York City Housing Authority, and being told, unless you are in a shelter or unless you are homeless, we're not going to give you one of these apartments. Despite the fact that we have documentations from your son's pulmonary doctor, despite the fact that we have documentations from your assembly person or your senator or your doctor, your son's doctor, cardiologist, or whatever, clearly stating that the environment that he's currently living in is uninhabitable. The floor that he's on, which is the fourth floor, 4-story walk-up, and this building has no elevator, is unacceptable. Despite the fact that this is documented on paper by his doctors, we're still here. We're still here. And there's empty apartments out there. Empty apartments out there that are habitable for him. So, I'm watching my son from one extreme to the next become ill. Lightheaded, dizzy. He can't operate. Just cannot function. His grades are declining. I'm getting letters telling me that his grades are declining. And New York City Housing Authority, you don't expect for me to become upset. I am not only ranting. When I rant in the middle of the storm. I rant in the middle of the storm. If you watch every single one of my videos, these videos are rants that you can clearly see why. People drilling at my window and all kind of things going on around me. I am ranting in the middle of the storm. So this is just not some type of, mouthy whatever. No, I am showing you rocks trickling in my apartment. I am showing you drilling at my window while the gust and the debris is just pushing in. I am showing you drilling at my son's window, and he's standing there and he's saying, look at all of that smoke coming in here. I'm showing you videos of my son at the hospital with a face mask on and everything. I am showing you in the middle of the storm what's going on. So now I'm in the middle of another storm right now. My son. There. It is approximately 10:53 on the p.m. And I'm not sleeping. Why? Because I don't know what's next. I don't know if I'm going to have to put him in my vehicle and take him to the emergency room, which has been the case. Am I upset? Of course. Just like every other instance, every other video that I've made. Yes, I'm upset. Yes. In terms of what action I intend on taking regarding my son, inquiring minds want to know. I will be up monitoring my son's condition. I'll be watching his condition. It's getting blurry because my film is going. But in regards to my son, yeah, that's Jacob. I'll be monitoring his condition. Like I said, in regards to what actions I'm going to take where my son is concerned, it's left to be seen. I'll keep you guys posted. This is Miss Collins, aka Miss Hilt Like It Is. I'll keep you posted. You have a good night.